I think a lot of
I
people.
mean, I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door, and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, "Is it open?" Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you?
Could this be the smoking gun? For years, the death of King Von has been shrouded in mystery, fueled by whispers and accusations. Now, chilling new evidence is surfacing, suggesting a horrifying truth. Did Lil Durk orchestrate Von's murder? We're diving deep into the allegations, examining the timeline, the players, and the shocking details that point to a deadly conspiracy. Prepare yourself, because what you're about to hear could change everything. Impossibile. The question hangs in the air, heavy with unanswered questions and simmering resentment. It's a question that's been asked in hushed tones on social media, debated in online forums, and fueled countless conspiracy theories. Was King Von's death anything less than a calculated act of vengeance? The official story, that King Von was caught in the crossfire of a shootout in Atlanta, simply doesn't hold up for many. The inconsistencies, the lack of definitive answers, and the undeniable tensions between King Von and Lil Durk have kept the rumors alive and burning. The roots of this contentious relationship are complex and tangled within the volatile landscape of Chicago's rap scene. Early on, King Von and Lil Durk were collaborators, artists emerging from the same streets, sharing a common struggle and a burgeoning ambition. They were part of the OTF, Only the Family Collective, a powerful alliance of rappers and producers who collectively rose to prominence. However, cracks began to form. Disagreements over creative control, loyalty, and financial distribution created a rift that widened with each passing year. These weren't petty squabbles. They were fundamental clashes that threatened the very foundation of their shared success. The death of King Von in November 2020 only exacerbated these underlying tensions. While the Atlanta Police Department ruled his death as a result of a shootout, many within the rap community questioned the circumstances. The lack of clear motives, the ambiguity surrounding the identities of the shooters, and the rapid emergence of conflicting narratives stoked suspicion and fueled speculation. The official report seemed to gloss over uncomfortable truths, leaving a void filled with unanswered questions and persistent doubt. What truly ignited the fervor surrounding the Durk paid to kill Von theory were the subtle but telling shifts within OTF following King Von's death. Key members of OTF distanced themselves from Lil Durk, their once unwavering loyalty seemingly fractured. This wasn't a sudden event, it was a gradual process, marked by cryptic social media posts, carefully worded statements, and a marked decrease in collaborations. Each action, each carefully crafted response, only served to deepen the mystery and validate the suspicions of those who believed foul play was involved. The accusations themselves aren't based on concrete, irrefutable evidence. They are born from a complex interplay of circumstantial details and an atmosphere of distrust within the rap community. These details include the timing. Von's rising popularity threatened Durk's established dominance, the fractured relationships within OTF, and the lingering questions surrounding the identities of the shooters. Each piece, individually, might be dismissed as coincidence. Taken together, they paint a picture of a calculated act, an attempt to silence a rising star and consolidate power. The speculation has been amplified by the inherent culture of secrecy and hypercompetition within the rap industry. Artists often operate within a world where loyalty is conditional and silence is bought. Information is a valuable commodity, and those who possess it often wield it as leverage. This environment fosters suspicion and makes it incredibly difficult to uncover the truth, even when the evidence seems compelling. The inherent distrust makes it nearly impossible to discern fact from fiction, fueling the cycle of speculation and rumor. The prevailing narrative centers around a perceived power struggle within OTF. King Von's rapid ascent threatened Durk's long-held position as the dominant force. His increasingly popular music and growing fan base were seen by some as a direct challenge to Durk's reign. This perceived threat, combined with the existing tensions within the
is happening. He also unfollowed Lil Durk on Instagram, so read into that as you may. However you want to read into it as you may. Now, being accused of a snitch for most street dudes will be the worst news they will receive.
collective created a volatile atmosphere ripe for conflict. It's a narrative that resonates with many within the rap community, who understand the cutthroat nature of the industry and the lengths to which artists will go to protect their careers. The impact of these allegations extends far beyond the rap world. They have ignited a broader conversation about loyalty, betrayal, and the dark side of fame. They have forced people to confront the uncomfortable reality that even within the seemingly glamorous world of entertainment, violence and conspiracy can lurk beneath the surface. The speculation surrounding King Von's death has become a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the corrosive power of ambition. Ultimately, the truth may never be definitively revealed. The circumstances surrounding King Von's death are shrouded in a veil of secrecy, making it nearly impossible to uncover the complete picture. However, the questions remain, the rumors persist, and the suspicion lingers. The ongoing speculation serves as a constant reminder of the unresolved tensions and the unanswered questions that continue to haunt the rap community. Whether these allegations are rooted in fact or fueled by conjecture, they have left an indelible mark on the legacy of King Von and Lil Durk, forever intertwined in a narrative of betrayal and unanswered questions. The weight of the silence speaks volumes, amplifying the whispers of a conspiracy that may never be fully exposed. The silence itself has become a character in this unfolding drama, a weighty presence that speaks volumes about the unspoken truths surrounding King Von's death. The lack of definitive answers has only fueled the flames of speculation, creating a breeding ground for rumors and accusations that threaten to consume the legacy of those involved. While law enforcement investigations have yielded little in the way of concrete evidence, the whispers persist, amplified by a community hungry for closure and burdened by a deep-seated distrust of institutions. The sheer volume of unverified claims, coupled with the reluctance of key individuals to come forward, has transformed the narrative into a complex tapestry of suspicion and conjecture. The idea that a successful and celebrated artist might be entangled in a plot of this magnitude is unsettling, challenging the image of the rap industry as a realm of camaraderie and shared ambition. The unsettling nature of the allegations has reverberated far beyond the immediate circle of friends and collaborators, impacting the broader rap community and prompting difficult conversations about loyalty, betrayal, and the dangerous consequences of unchecked ambition. The rumors, initially dismissed as mere gossip, have gradually taken on a disturbing weight, morphing into a persistent narrative that refuses to dissipate. The narrative around King Von's passing is inextricably linked to the complicated and often fraught relationship between him and Lil Durk. While both artists have achieved considerable success and enjoyed periods of collaboration, tensions have always simmered beneath the surface, fueled by territorial disputes, competitive anxieties, and differing perspectives on the trajectory of their careers. These underlying conflicts, often masked by public displays of unity, have now been brought into stark relief by the accusations of foul play, transforming their shared history into a source of profound and lasting suspicion. The idea that a professional and personal relationship could descend into such a dark and potentially lethal outcome is a chilling testament to the destructive power of unchecked rivalry and the perilous consequences of ambition gone astray. The allegations paint a disturbing portrait of a community where loyalty is a fragile commodity and betrayal can strike from within the closest circles. The whispers suggest a calculated move, a deliberate act masked by the chaos of the night, a tragic outcome rooted in a quest for dominance and a ruthless pursuit of success. The circumstances surrounding the shooting itself offer few clear answers, further contributing to the climate of uncertainty and suspicion. Conflicting accounts of the events, coupled with a lack of reliable eyewitness testimony, have left investigators struggling to piece together a coherent picture of what transpired.
The indictment accuses OTF Vonnie of having access to the OTF credit cards, and he booked the flights for the killers of Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pop. He booked their flights to California. He booked their hotels. He booked the rental cars they was going to use.
The initial reports suggesting a spontaneous altercation have been challenged by subsequent claims that point to a more premeditated plan. The fact that key individuals, including those who were present at the scene, have remained silent or offered vague and contradictory statements has only deepened the sense of mystery and fueled speculation about a deliberate cover-up. The lack of transparency surrounding the investigation has only served to exacerbate the public's distrust and embolden those who believe that a sinister truth remains hidden beneath the surface. The environment of secrecy has become a fertile ground for rumors, creating a distorted reality where speculation and conjecture reign supreme. Each new piece of information, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, is scrutinized and interpreted through the lens of suspicion, adding another layer of complexity to an already perplexing situation. The sheer scale of the allegations is staggering. The suggestion that a celebrated artist, Lil Durk, orchestrated or commissioned the killing of his former associate, King Von, is an accusation that carries immense weight and has the potential to irrevocably damage reputations and careers. While the evidence remains circumstantial and the allegations are yet to be substantiated, the sheer volume of speculation and the persistence of the rumors have created a climate of intense scrutiny and widespread distrust. The impact of these allegations extends far beyond the immediate circle of friends and collaborators, affecting the broader rap community and prompting difficult conversations about loyalty, betrayal, and the potential for violence within the industry. The implications of such a scenario are profound, challenging the image of the rap industry as a realm of camaraderie and shared ambition. The seriousness of the accusations demands a thorough and impartial investigation, but the lack of transparency and the reluctance of key individuals to cooperate have hampered efforts to uncover the truth. The silence, in this case, speaks volumes, suggesting a deliberate attempt to conceal a dark and potentially devastating secret. The persistent rumors, often amplified by social media and online forums, have created a digital echo chamber where speculation thrives and rumors are perpetuated with alarming speed. The lack of credible sources and the prevalence of unverified claims make it difficult to discern fact from fiction, but the sheer volume of speculation has created a pervasive sense of unease and distrust. The impact of these online rumors extends far beyond the digital realm, affecting the lives of those involved and casting a long shadow over the legacy of King Von and Lil Durk. The constant barrage of speculation has created a toxic environment where reputations are tarnished and relationships are strained. The lack of factual information and the proliferation of unsubstantiated claims make it difficult to combat the rumors and restore a sense of normalcy. The challenge lies in separating fact from fiction and providing a platform for credible information to emerge, but the pervasive climate of distrust makes this a formidable task. The relentless cycle of speculation and rumor threatens to drown out any chance of finding a definitive resolution. The situation highlights a broader issue within the rap industry: the precarious balance between ambition, loyalty, and survival. The pursuit of success in a highly competitive environment often leads to cutthroat tactics and ruthless competition, blurring the lines between business and personal relationships. The allegations against Lil Durk serve as a stark reminder of the potential for violence and betrayal within the industry, challenging the notion of camaraderie and shared ambition. The situation underscores the importance of accountability and the need for a more transparent and ethical environment within the rap community. The legacy of King Von is now inextricably linked to this narrative of suspicion and unanswered questions, and the truth, whatever it may be, has the power to shape the future of the rap industry. The need for a thorough investigation and a commitment to transparency is paramount, not only to resolve the immediate questions surrounding King Von's death, but also to address the broader issues of accountability and ethical conduct within the rap community. The weight of unanswered questions hangs heavy.
I saw you's a big ass. Okay, you are straight up. You's a big ass. Listen, a big ass. Let me tell you this, Whack. Let me tell you this, Whack. I'm gonna let you talk first.
A persistent shadow cast over the vibrant, often volatile world of rap. The narrative surrounding King Von's death isn't simply a tragic loss. It's a symptom of a deeper malaise, a reflection of the ruthless competition and blurred lines that define success in this high-stakes environment. While grief and tributes initially filled the airwaves, a current of suspicion has steadily grown, fueled by whispers of betrayal and allegations of a deliberate act, an orchestration of violence rooted in ambition and loyalty betrayed. The accusations against Lil Durk, though fiercely denied, have become a focal point, a stark illustration of the potential consequences when the pursuit of fame and fortune eclipses fundamental principles of human decency. This isn't just about one death. It's about the culture itself and the urgent need for introspection and accountability. The idea that someone within the rap community would orchestrate such a brutal act seems almost incomprehensible to those outside the insular world of artists, producers, and managers. Yet, the circumstances surrounding King Von's death, coupled with a history of conflict and rivalry, paint a disturbing picture. The allegations, though still unsubstantiated, have taken on a life of their own, circulating online and within the industry, fanned by a climate of distrust and a hunger for answers. The lack of definitive resolution only serves to amplify the speculation, creating a vortex of rumor and conjecture that threatens to consume all involved. To understand the gravity of these accusations, one must delve deeper into the complex web of relationships and rivalries that exist within the rap industry. The pursuit of success in rap is a relentless battle, a constant struggle for recognition and dominance. The margins are thin, and the competition is fierce. Artists are often pitted against each other, their successes perceived as losses for their rivals. This relentless pressure can lead to desperate measures, to a willingness to compromise one's morals in the name of achieving the ultimate prize, fame and fortune. This reality is further complicated by the often fluid nature of alliances within the industry. Relationships that appear solid can quickly dissolve under the strain of ambition and jealousy. Loyalty is a rare commodity, often traded for strategic advantage. The very nature of the rap industry fosters an environment where information is carefully guarded, and secrets are currency. Artists operate within a bubble, surrounded by a team of managers, publicists, and confidants who control the narrative and protect their interests. This culture of secrecy makes it incredibly difficult to uncover the truth, especially when that truth implicates individuals with considerable power and influence. The absence of transparency allows rumors to fester and speculation to run rampant, eroding trust and fueling further conflict. The allegations against Lil Durk, specifically the claim that he orchestrated the payment for King Von's death, represent a watershed moment. If proven true, it would not only shatter the image of Lil Durk, but would also expose the dark underbelly of the rap industry in a way never seen before. The sheer audacity of such an act, the willingness to resort to violence and betrayal, underscores the depths of the desperation and ruthlessness that can permeate this world. The complexity lies in the fact that Durk's camp has steadfastly denied these allegations, and any evidence remains circumstantial, leading to a constant back and forth of claims and counterclaims. It's crucial to acknowledge the devastating impact these allegations have had on King Von's family and loved ones. They are left grappling with unimaginable grief, compounded by the unsettling possibility that his death was the result of a calculated plot. The pain and uncertainty are almost unbearable, and the relentless media scrutiny only intensifies their suffering. The responsibility to uncover the truth isn't solely about resolving a legal case. It's about providing closure and justice for those who have been left behind. The situation demands a more rigorous and transparent investigation, one that extends beyond the superficial inquiries conducted by law enforcement. It requires a willingness to confront uncomfortable truth.
Get off the fact that your son may be a backdoor artist, bruh. But your entire plot spoiled once you started attempting to convince us that Lil Durk was in cahoots with OTF Vonnie and they pay Lil Tim.
And to hold individuals accountable for their actions, regardless of their fame or influence. The investigation shouldn't solely focus on the immediate circumstances of King Von's death, but should also examine the broader network of relationships and rivalries that existed within the rap community. This would necessitate a deep dive into financial records, communication logs, and witness testimonies, all while navigating the inherent challenges of dealing with individuals who are often reluctant to cooperate with authorities. The emergence of proof, even circumstantial, further complicates the situation. The weight of such evidence, even if not conclusive, adds fuel to the fires of speculation and intensifies the pressure on those implicated. It compels a reevaluation of previously held assumptions and necessitates a willingness to entertain the possibility that the truth is far more disturbing than initially imagined. This evidence, regardless of its definitive nature, serves as a constant reminder of the unresolved questions surrounding King Von's death and the urgent need for answers. Ultimately, the resolution of this case hinges on a commitment to ethical conduct and a willingness to prioritize truth over personal gain. The rap community as a whole must confront its demons and work towards creating an environment of accountability and transparency. This requires a collective effort, a willingness to speak out against injustice, and to hold those in positions of power responsible for their actions. The legacy of King Von deserves nothing less than a thorough and impartial investigation, one that will not only shed light on the circumstances of his death, but will also serve as a catalyst for positive change within the rap industry. The pursuit of justice isn't simply about resolving a legal case. It's about preserving the integrity of a culture and ensuring that the pursuit of success doesn't come at the expense of human life. The hope lies in learning from this tragedy and forging a path towards a more ethical and accountable future for the rap community. The weight of unanswered questions surrounding King Von's death has settled heavily upon the rap community, a palpable tension born from inconsistencies, suppressed evidence, and a pervasive sense that justice remains elusive. The initial narratives, presented as straightforward accounts of gang violence, now seem inadequate, failing to account for the complexities and potential manipulations that have clouded the truth. The lingering doubts aren't simply about procedural errors. They speak to a deeper malaise, a culture where loyalty and personal gain can overshadow the pursuit of accountability and the sanctity of human life. The subtle shift in perspective, the gradual emergence of alternative theories, and the unsettling feeling that crucial information has been deliberately withheld. These are the hallmarks of a case far more intricate than initially portrayed. The idea that King Von's passing was not a random act, but calculated consequence of deeper rivalries and orchestrated actions, has gained traction amongst many, and the possibility that financial incentives played a role has fueled these suspicions. The evidence, fragmented as it may be, suggests a troubling picture. It's not a definitive smoking gun, no single piece of irrefutable proof, but a constellation of circumstantial details that, when viewed collectively, paint a portrait of manipulation and a concerted effort to obscure the truth. These aren't mere speculations. They are informed by observations of behavior, inconsistencies in witness testimonies, and the suspicious timing of events. The initial investigations, conducted under the presumption of a straightforward gang dispute, appear to have been hastily concluded, overlooking critical leads and failing to adequately address the numerous red flags that were raised. The pressure to swiftly close the case, compounded by the complexities of navigating gang affiliations and potential intimidation, seems to have prevented a thorough and impartial examination of the circumstances surrounding King Von's death. The notion that Lil Durk, a prominent figure within the rap industry, may have been involved in orchestrating King Von's demise has become a source of considerable debate and speculation. While direct evidence remains elusive, the circumstantial details and a network of interconnected relationships.
See, not even for his son. OTF Vonnie Daddy is snitching and ratting for the love of the game. Voluntarily. He's not under investigation. He's not in trouble. He's not in jail. He's not facing serious.
Have fueled these suspicions. It's not about a definitive accusation, but about exploring the possibility that financial motives and pre-existing tensions within the rap landscape contributed to a tragic outcome. The complex dynamics of rivalries, record label affiliations, and the relentless pursuit of commercial success within the music industry can create an environment where individuals are incentivized to act in ways that prioritize personal gain over ethical conduct. The evidence surrounding the financial aspect of this potential involvement requires careful consideration. While it's crucial to avoid unfounded accusations and maintain a commitment to due process, the possibility of financial incentives playing a role cannot be dismissed. The rap industry is a lucrative business, and the potential for financial gain can often cloud judgment and lead individuals to compromise their principles. The possibility that someone stood to benefit significantly from King Von's death, be it through increased record sales, enhanced reputation, or the elimination of a commercial rival, demands a thorough investigation. The source material speaks of a calculated arrangement, suggesting that the potential rewards outweighed the risks for those involved in the alleged plot. The reluctance of witnesses to come forward, the inconsistent narratives presented by those closest to the events, and the overall atmosphere of intimidation that seems to pervade the case all point to a deliberate effort to suppress the truth. The fear of retribution, the loyalty to gang affiliations, and the potential for legal repercussions have all contributed to a climate of silence, making it exceedingly difficult to uncover the full extent of what transpired. Breaking through this wall of silence requires courage, a willingness to risk personal safety, and a commitment to seeking justice for King Von and his family. The pressure on law enforcement to resolve the case quickly has undoubtedly hindered the pursuit of truth. The complexities of investigating gang-related crimes, navigating the intricacies of the music industry, and dealing with potential intimidation tactics require a level of expertise and resources that may not always be available. The possibility that biases and preconceived notions influence the investigation cannot be overlooked. A truly impartial investigation would require an external review, conducted by an independent body free from any potential conflicts of interest. The potential involvement of Lil Durk, while speculative, remains a central thread in the narrative of this tragic event. It's important to reiterate that this is not a declaration of guilt, but an exploration of a possibility, guided by the available evidence and the complexities of the rap landscape. The financial implications, the pre-existing tensions, and the network of interconnected relationships all contribute to a picture of potential manipulation and a deliberate effort to obstruct the pursuit of justice. The evidence speaks of a system where loyalty is often prioritized over honesty, and where personal gain can overshadow the sanctity of human life. The case demands scrutiny, not condemnation, and a commitment to uncovering the truth, regardless of where it leads. The focus should not solely be on identifying individuals responsible for King Von's death. It should also be on addressing the underlying systemic issues that allowed this tragedy to occur. The rap industry's culture of violence, the lack of accountability, and the pervasive influence of gang affiliations all contribute to an environment where such tragedies are more likely to occur. Addressing these root causes requires a collective effort, a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, and a commitment to creating a more ethical and responsible music industry. The legacy of King Von demands nothing less than a thorough and impartial investigation, one that will not only shed light on the circumstances of his death, but will also serve as a catalyst for positive change within the rap community. The hope lies in learning from this tragedy and forging a path towards a more ethical and accountable future for the rap community, where the pursuit of success doesn't come at the expense of human life, where truth prevails over silence, and where justice is served for King Von and his family. The truth, however unsettling it may be, must be revealed.
And according to some, according to the feds behind the scenes, it was OTF Vonnie who had paid for the shooter's hotel. It was OTF Vonnie who had organized this entire trip to California. And look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Just finding out the fact that Lil Durk...
anybody else, which is why it's terrifying that he's being accused of snitching. Earlier this week, an OTF associate posted a picture of everybody together before the arrest with a rat emoji over OTF Vonnie's face. And then in the comments, he's still incarcerated, but his location is currently unknown. Then some unorthodox jail messages or text messages began to surface of supposedly OTF Vonnie. His daddy is vouching that these messages is true. Other bloggers are staking